Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. Today's Valentine's Day, so I thought that I would do a makeup look that is inspired by Valentine's Day. I've got my pink on, I've got my little heart earrings on, and I decided to do a makeup look that is nice soft pink tones to it. And it just makes me think of soft romantic colors, and it makes me think of Valentine's Day. So, okay, let's get started with this Valentine's look. I picked one of my favorite, more affordable eyeshadow palettes to use today, and that is the ColourPop Smoke and Roses palette. And I like this palette because look at all of these nice soft pastel colors. There's pinks and mauves, but they do also have some deeper tones across the top that you can use as eyeliners, or you can use to deepen out your corner. So the first thing that I am going to do is put on some eyeshadow primer. And I'm going to start with this that I got from Moira. It says it's a waterproof eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to put a little bit on my eyes. It doesn't have any color to it, so it's not going to cancel out any redness that you have, which is fine because it should be covered up by your eyeshadow. Okay, I'm going to start with the first brush. Is the Decay Beauty A503 from the Angie Hot and Flashy collection, and I'm going to start out with this color right here. And I am going to put a little bit on, tap it off, and then I'm going to put this in my crease. And when I'm doing this, I always try to look straight ahead so I get it above my crease, and then you can always tilt your head back and then blend it out. Does anyone have any Valentine's plans for today? We don't, because it's during the week. But we're also not much on Valentine's Day. We figure you should show your love for each other each and every day of the year. You don't have to have a special day for it. So that's our motto. So that's just a nice transition color. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to deepen it a little bit. And I'm going to actually take, I think, this color right here. It's a little bit bright, but if you just put a small amount on and make sure you tap off, I think it's going to work just fine. And I'm just putting that in my corner, and I'm trying to build up a little bit of deeper tone at my corner to get a little bit of emphasis there. And then I'm blending it up into my crease. You will have to excuse my voice. I am having a lot of issues with my allergies and my sinuses lately, and I've been to a doctor about it, and they're still sort of at a loss as to why I'm having such issues. We're trying to change some medications that I'm on, but I feel like I have a hoarse voice, which I don't want. But okay, I'm just blending that out. Then I'm going to go in with the smallest of the Angie brushes, and I'm going to go even a little bit deeper. I'm going to take this tone right up at the top called This Guy. You can see how very pigmented it is. And I'm just going to bring it close to my lashes and into the corner a little bit. I'm not, because it's so dark, I don't want this very dramatic. I just want a little bit of extra depth right there at the corner. And then I'm going to take my bigger brush and I'm going to blend it in. And this is something that you can do very easily. So you can see it just gave it a little bit more depth at the corner. And then I'm going to put a color on my lids. And I think what I'm going to do, I might mix and match a couple. I might do this in the center, and then I'm going to do this little one down here that's a little bit lighter, closer to the corner of my eye. So it's going to be a little bit more gradient. But I want a bright color close to, and you can see that's nice and bright, the inner corner. So it's going to give that some brightness, which we always love. Okay, then you can go in and clean up the outside corner of your eyes. And I will show you a way that I give it a real crisp line, but I usually just make sure, because as you get older, you don't want your eyeshadow coming down. So what I'm going to use for my eyeliner today, I am just going to use my Kokie eyeliner. I really like this eyeliner, as I've said in a couple of my other videos, because it does have the brush liquid liner on one end, and it has the pencil on the other, and I think I broke my pencil in. But I'm going to use the actual liquid liners. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go really close to my lashes. I do not want this to be a thick line at all. And basically I am using the brush on the side and I'm pressing it into my lash line. I'm following right along my lash line, and I feel that it goes better instead of trying to do it straight on, because you can bump and then you end up with a not so nice smooth line. And I like a nice smooth line, but I want it something that's thin, but it's just giving my lash line some extra volume and filling in right at the base. So when I put my mascara on, it's going to give it a thicker look. Okay. You can see it just made my lash line look a little bit thicker. And then I am going to be using the new L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. But before I do that, there's something that I always do, and I've said this in many of my previous videos. I always try to use a lash comb to separate out my lashes and make sure they're nice and separated. And then I do curl my lashes. And I know that this mascara, and I do like it because it is very lifting and it does help your lashes stay up, but I like to give every mascara a little bit of help by using an eyelash curler. So I'm going to do that. And I like this mascara, as many of you have seen now from different YouTubers. It's got a flat side that has no bristles on it whatsoever. And then it has the side that has the bristles on it. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take the flat side and apply the mascara on your lashes. And then you're supposed to take the brush side and the bristles, which I love these bristles. They're nice and short and they're like plastic and they're stiff. So they really help separate out your lashes and give you a lot of length. And this is just one coat, and you can see the length that's on this. I'm going to do my other eye off camera to save time, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got my mascara on. I really love this mascara. I like the way that it looks a lot. So now I'm going to move on, and I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on. And I'm going to start out with something that I got from Beauty Pie. I just recently joined Beauty Pie, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about that in one of my other videos. But I ordered their Under Eye Genius. This is like a brightener, and it's really soft, it's creamy, it reflects light, and I think it gives you brightness under your eye, but it's not, it doesn't feel heavy. And it does have sort of a peachy, fleshy tone to it, so I think that helps out as well. And then what I'm going to do for my concealer is my NYX Bear With Me concealer, and I'm in the shade Vanilla. And I'm going to put a little bit on the inner corners and a little bit on the outer corners. And then I'm going to take my Decay Beauty A506 concealer brush, and I'm going to blend that in, and I'm going to blend upward right here at the corner. And I have a lot of moisturizer on my face right now and sunscreen because I went out with my dogs last night, and here in Michigan it was like 2 and the wind chill was like 20 below, and my face actually got chapped. And I tried to have a scarf around my face, but when you have glasses on, it's hard because it steams them up. So my face wasn't totally covered up, so then my cheeks got all red. So I did put a lot of hydration and oil on it last night and this morning. I'm trying to get some of that redness down, but those are some of the things that you live with when you live in a state that's very, very cold. So now for my face, I'm going to use the Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector, and this is in the shade 01 Light, and I'm just going to put this on underneath, and I'm using this sort of as my primer, and I've been doing that lately because it's a little bit more hydrating. It reminds me sort of the Charlotte Tilbury, but I think it's a little bit more hydrating. I'm going to put that on, and then for my foundation, I'm going to use my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I do love this, and this was in my favorite makeup for 2022. This was my favorite foundation, and it's not like a super full coverage foundation, but I think it gives a nice natural finish, and I just love the way that it looks on my skin. And I'm basically going to press this in. It's not a matte finish, but it's not a super dewy finish. Now, there are days when I want full coverage foundation, and I do have some that are a little bit fuller coverage. And there are days when I don't mind some of my imperfections shining through. So today's just one of those days where I'm going for a more natural look. I just took my sponge and I pressed it in a little bit. My poor skin feels so chapped and dry. I mean, I have dry skin as it is, but then to go out in the nice cold wind made it worse. I'm going to put a little bit of some lip treatment on my lips. I had it on earlier, but it's been several hours ago when I got up and I worked out this morning. So let that set on my lips so they have a little bit of time to absorb in. For my contour, I'm going to use the Kiko Milano Sculpt Ink Contour. I'm going to do under my jaws and my cheeks. And I'm going to get out my favorite brush set from It Cosmetics. This thing is perfect for doing contouring on your cheeks. It is so soft, and it blends things in so well, and it's so nice. It fits right under your chin too as well. So it's a great brush for contouring. And I use that for my dry contouring. Now for bronzer, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible. And I have said this before, I don't necessarily use a contour up on top. I will sometimes, but if I want to get more of a brighter sun-kissed look, which is what I would like, then I use a bronzer because it's got a little bit more of a warmer tone to it, and it's going to give you that little bit more warmer look. So I've got that on, and then for my blush today, I'm going to use this palette that I got, oh, what is it? Smudgy, from Patrick Ta at Christmas time. And I like this palette a lot because it has 4 blushes. It has 2 cream and 2 powder, and then it has a highlighter, a cream and a powder highlighter. And if any of you know, Patrick Ta always says to put your powder on first and then your cream. So I am going to start, and I'm going to take the pinker color since I've got pink on today, and I think that'll go good with what I'm wearing. This is very, very pigmented, so I'm going to just very lightly, got enough on here that should do both sides on my cheeks. Okay. And then I'm going to press it in just a little. I'm going to go back, and I've got a different brush. I got this from It Cosmetics, and it came with a cream blush, and I'm going to just take a little bit of the cream of this and put it over the top. And I do like the way that cream products look on more mature skin, and especially when your skin is dry. It's nice to have the cream products on the top. So I really like that pink color. It matches my sweater, so I really, really like that a lot. As far as highlighter, I'm not a big highlighter person. I think what I can do is take my big Angie brush, and I'm just going to take a little bit on this brush and just put a little bit here. And what I'm using in between each of my eyeshadow colors is my Sigma Switch. I love this. And you can tell it's a little bit dirty right now, but it's got silicone on it. And basically what you do in between each color, you just swirl your brush on it, and it helps takes the eyeshadow color off of your brushes. So then you can go on to a different color. So this is the look so far. I'm going to go downstairs real quick. I'm going to fix my hair, put some earrings in, and I'll come back and we'll do our lips and we will be done. Okay, I'm back. Put some little heart earrings in that had little crystals on them so I match my sweater, and I've done my hair. So I think what we're going to do now is just add some lips on. I'm going to use an Urban Decay lip liner. And this is in the shade Naked, I believe. Well, I need my glasses. Yes, it is in Naked. And I like this shade because it's like a peachy neutral. And then I'm going to take a Maybelline lipstick, and I like this one because it's got a little bit of shimmer, and this is in the shade 005, Pink Sand. So it's going to match my eyes. Like that. Okay, and then if you want to add a little bit of shine to it, I would add on my Maybelline Lifter Gloss. And just put a little bit of shine to it. And there we have it. that's my Valentine's look. I think it's nice and soft. To me, it's a romantic look, and it's nothing that's very dramatic, so you could wear it to work, and then you can wear it if you want to go out for a quick dinner together. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for spending the time with me. I hope that while you are here, you will hit the subscribe button, join my channel, ring the notification bell so you're notified anytime I upload a video, and give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining me today. Go out and have yourself a wonderful, blessed day.